Hello traders, it's Wednesday, June 1st, and this is OptionsXO Daily Market Review for the pre-London session. Asian markets ended the day on a confused note as Chinese PMIs provided mixed messages. While the Caixin shows a definite drop from 49.4 to 49.2, the official National Bureau of Statistics shows purchasing manager activity level at an expansionary 50.1. Even more worrying is the nation's debt, which is higher than the 2008 subprime bubble in the U.S. Aggressive lending on the part of Chinese banks and central lenders was meant to spur growth, but has so far failed, and the $709 billion lent during this year's first quarter alone has raised debt to 260% of GDP. In Hong Kong, retail sales fell for the 14th month in a row and are now down 7.5% from last year. In Japan, on the other hand, business spending was up 4.2% last quarter, indicating an upward revision of GDP. Witness also this morning's upward tick in the Nikkei manufacturing PMI to 47.7. Australia's GDP growth has also been upgraded for Q1 to 3.1%, much better than the anticipated 2.8. The reading sent the Australian dollar up 3 pips to 0.7293 against the US dollar, but the local S&P index closed down this morning by nearly 1%. U.S. stocks closed mainly lower yesterday, the S&P down 1/10 and the Nasdaq up by nearly 1/3. The Case-Shiller Home Price Index was up 0.2% on expectations, but the Chicago PMI for May slipped into contraction at 49.3. Consumer spending increased again by 1%, but confidence is down 2 points on April. So far, data is positive, but not enough to prod on the rate hike controversy, and Friday's labor data will have a relatively strong impact one way or the other. European data yesterday was also mixed, with retail sales in Germany quadrupling from March's 0.6% to 2.3% in April. Unemployment rose by 11K and another 0.2% in Italy, while that nation's inflation reports a 0.3% rise in consumer price readings. Nearly all European indexes were down by 0.64 for the FTSE to 0.91% for the Spanish IBEX 35. The euro continues to trade sideways at the 1.112 mark. In commodities, gold continues to consolidate around the 1200 mark and oil crudes are steady on either side of the 49. Today's events will focus on market PMIs for France, Spain, Greece, the UK, Eurozone, and the US. In between, expect consumer data from the UK at 8:30 a.m. GMT, the Fed's beige book on the US economy at 6 p.m., and the American Petroleum Institute's weekly oil reserves reading at 8:30. We'll be back later with our New York review, and until then, happy trading.